Good afternoon, folks. Happy Sunday to all of you. Welcome back to Feni for the Soul. India has done very well at the Olympics, Tokyo Olympics. We got 7 medals, and while we started with Mirabai winning the silver on day 1, day 2, we ended with Neeraj Chopra winning the Javelin gold. So just as we celebrate Neeraj Chopra's fantastic javelin throw, I would like to turn the clock back and remember one of our former javelin throw champions of India, who is sadly no more. Subedar Raj Singh was the national champion of javelin throw for 9 whole years, and he was the first Indian athlete to throw the javelin to a distance of 70.18 meters. He's the first Indian javelin throw champion to throw the javelin beyond 70 meters. That record of Raj Singh stood from 1973 to beyond 1982, actually. In his lifetime, nobody beat that record of 70.18. Sadly, Raj Singh died of cancer. I was very, very privileged in October of 1982 to interview him just about a month before he passed away at the Command Hospital, Army Command Hospital in Manavdi, Pune. So let me show you the article and the photo of Raj Singh and tell you a little more. This is the article that had got published in the Sports World magazine of Kolkata, and in the October edition in 1982, Raj Singh's Fight for Life. And this was one of my first reports, in fact, for the Sports World magazine. So this article is very close to my heart, and memories of Raj Singh are very fresh in my mind. So Raj Singh was at that Command Hospital. I was asked to go and do the story, and it was quite amazing talking to the man, because he had represented. Let me show you his close up. That's the wonderful Subedar Raj Singh of the Army Ordnance Corps. So Raj Singh was battling cancer, as I told you, and he had represented the services team for 16 whole years, 1965 to 1981, till he took ill. And he was national champion in javelin throw for 9 full years. And like I said, nobody had thrown the javelin beyond 70 meters. Raj Singh, despite that national record, can you believe it? The sports authorities of that time, they did not select him to represent India in a very crucial Asian Athletic Championships in Philippines in 1973. They said he was 30 years old, and he was too old for the event, and they preferred somebody who was 10 years his junior, but much with a far less record than Raj Singh. That had disturbed him, he told me, immensely, but he had taken it in his stride and kept on representing services. And he got a chance to represent India a few years later in some tours to Sri Lanka and Russia. The thing about Raj Singh was that what I remember very, very clearly is, that he was a soldier and an athlete. I remember clearly a young major, an army doctor, visited him while I was there to inquire about his health. And this man, who was kind of bedridden, got up and saluted the major. And it was very, very touching. And the major was completely shaken up. He said, "No, Subedar ji, aap rest kijiye. Main aap check karne aaya tha sirf. Aap relax karo." And but that discipline of the armed forces was exhibited by the Subedar. And he also told me while I was leaving that he was very concerned about his daughter and son, who was and his wife, who was being looked after by a good buddy of his called Major Joginder Singh, former Asian Games gold medalist. He was looking after the family, the major. But he said that, if I die, I want to die on the playground, with my javelins. He said that I don't want to die on the hospital bed, and that was the wonderful Raj Singh. And I'm sure he will be smiling from the heavens seeing Neeraj Chopra win the gold medal in the Olympics. I'm sure Raj Singh's blessings will go to Neeraj Chopra. So I'm so happy that I could bring this story to all of you.